You are God's girl, not the world's leftover, not his second choice, not broken beyond repair. You carry oil, you carry fire, and heaven backs you. So walk like you're chosen, talk like you're loved, and never forget you are God's girl. Period. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Grab your gloves because we're about to pour some magic. My name is Tammy, and I'm so glad you joined the chaos with me today. Today is Coasting Through the Week Coaster Wednesday. That's a collaboration between myself and several other artists. If you have a YouTube channel and you like creating things in coaster molds, why don't you join us? Would love to have you. You can create anything you'd like as long as it's in a coaster mold. You can title your video any way that you'd like. You just have to post it on Wednesdays. I'm going to be using this set right here. It has a holder for the coasters, and then there are 5 coasters. I'm going to try something a little bit different to share with you in a way that you can make a cute coaster set. We're going to be using my crystal inlays. I do sell these in my shop. I'm going to be using Laura's Super Sparkle Gold. It's a reflection glitter from Laura's Art Corner. I'll throw her link down below, and I have a discount code you can use as well if you'd like to try some of this Super Sparkle glitter. It's amazing. It's one of my favorites out of her shop that I have really been using a lot of lately. The reflection in it is amazing. If you haven't seen it, let me open up the jar right quick and give you a peek inside. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. She has them in all different colors. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use the Promise 1 Hour Cure epoxy resin, and we're going to lay down a little design in the coaster with the glitter, and then we're going to let that cure and then go with our next step. The holder is going to be done in clear resin with a little bit of the gold glitter, and then it's going to have a crystal inlay on the back. So I need to cut one a little bit bigger than this because I want it to go all the way out to the edge. So I need to get one cut because I don't have one that size. So I'll go ahead and do that and mix our epoxy resin up right quick because I want to get this put in my pressure pot. I don't want any bubbles in it because it's going to be clear except for the glitter in it. Alright, so I'm going to get that mixed up and then I'll be right back. I've got my 1 Hour Promise epoxy here, and this is a piping bag that I have placed on this cup here. So we're going to use it in a piping bag. So I'm just going to get some of this glitter in here, and I'm using quite a lot. Okay. Let's get that stirred up and see where we're at. Oh, that's perfect. All right. Now let's get it in the piping bag. We don't have long to work with this because it is a 1 hour cure. But I am definitely okay with it getting thick on me because I don't want it moving around in our coasters. Let it sit for about 5 minutes because I don't want it to move around a lot. So let's see if we can work with it now. So really I just want to go around and just make some little areas. Kind of like this. just like that. So now I'm going to finish the other ones the same way. Hopefully I have enough. Work with it anymore. It's getting stringy now. So I'm going to take a Q-tip, and there's a few little places that I need to clean up. Like right here. Uh-oh, I'm making a bigger mess. I think I need to use these little ones. Okay, that looks good. So we're going to let this cure up. I'm going to mix up some resin, and we're going to go ahead and pour our holder. Resin mixed up and ready to go. This is the Bond Crafter epoxy resin. So I'm going to put some of that glitter in. Oh, that's probably too much. Oops. Let me get some of that out. Okay. I didn't want a lot in there. Get a little bit more. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more. There we go. That's perfect. That looks good. Now we're going to spritz some 99% isopropyl alcohol down in there. And that's to help with any bubbles forming on the edges or on the bottom, which is the top when we demold it. And I'm just getting the excess out. And now let's go ahead and pour. I mixed up 4 ounces, but I don't think we're going to need all 4. We're almost to the top. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this. It almost held 4 ounces. Almost. When I lay this inlay over it, I'm going to take my little silicone stick here, and I'm just going to mix this up a little bit. That clear resin in with the glitter so it doesn't look funny. So I'm going to spritz some alcohol on the top there, pop those surface bubbles. Now we're going to take our inlay here. I decided not to cut it. This is the sizes I've been making right now. And I'm going to spritz some alcohol on it to help with any bubbles forming. And now we're just going to lay it right over the top. All right, and I'm going to go put it in the pressure pot. And I will meet you back when it's time to do the next step. See you later. We are all cured up, and now we're ready for the next step. So I have some Bond Crafter epoxy resin mixed up and ready to go. So we're going to use my Tea Expert white pigment paste and black. So I'm going to mix up some of that in both of these cups. Now I'm going to put you down a little bit, and we'll work on one at a time. I'm going to spritz some alcohol in my coaster, and that's going to help out with the bubbles forming on the bottom and the sides of the coaster. And then we're just going to drop in some of this resin in certain areas of the coaster. And I'm just picking just certain spots. We want to leave some of them clear, but we don't want the colors moving over into each other. So I'm just going to pick a few spots here. Okay, and now I'm finished with that one. So now I'm going to do the rest just like that. And we're leaving some of the spots clear. So now I'm going to finish the rest of them. Got them finished. This is how I want them to look. So we're going to let this cure up, and then we'll move in with the next step. It's looking really good. So I hope it turns out how I want it. So we'll see. See you later. We're ready for the next step. These are fully cured. So I have my resin here. I mixed up 6 ounces because I wasn't sure how much would need to fill all 5 coasters up. I ran it through my Let's Resin bubble remover machine. Now, I forgot to put the Super Sparkle Gold glitter in it. I wanted to add just a little bit, so I think I might add it just to the coasters and move it around a little bit, so that way I don't incorporate a lot of bubbles in my cup, trying to stir it all in the cup. So I'm going to spritz some alcohol on my coaster here to help with the bubbles. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and pour. And I'm filling the coaster up. I don't think I'm going to add any glitter. I just don't want to add any bubbles to it. I just don't want to. I don't want to risk it. All right, we're going to let this sit for a while and get real thick before we put our inlay on top. And that way our inlay won't sink. So now I'm going to fill all the rest of the coasters up the same way I just done that one. I'm finished filling all of them up, so now we're going to leave them alone, and then I'll return in about 2 hours and we'll lay the inlays over. See you later. We're going to go ahead and lay our inlays down in our coasters because it's been, I think, long enough, I hope, because I have a family here and we're fixing to go get our pedicures done. The girls are. I forgot to spritz that with some alcohol, so I'm going to spritz this one with some alcohol. Hopefully we won't get any bubbles in there. If we do, we'll just maybe put some UV resin in it or something. All right. All right, I'll meet you back for demold. See you later. I'm super excited to get these out and see how they turned out. So let's start with this one. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful that is. Oh. We didn't get a lot of overspill on this one. I think we did on some of them though. You ready? Oh my goodness, look how beautiful that is. Wow. Wowzers, that's stunning. Ah, that's beautiful. Now see, this one's got a little bit that came over, but not much. We got a little bubble in there, but I'm going to put some UV resin in it and we'll fix it. And we got to fix the overage on it too. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look at that. Well, we don't have to fix the bubble in there because that black spot's hiding that one. So that worked out perfectly. We just have to clip off the extra resin on the edges there. These turned out so beautiful. I want to do them in some different colors too. And if you'd like to try these inlays out and make you some coasters with them, I have the heart-shaped and I have these circular ones in my shop. If you'd like to grab you a set, I sell them in sets of 4. If you want a set of 5, 6, 7, or 8, you'll have to special order those. Because I just sell them in sets of 4. This just happened to be a coaster set that has 5 with it. See, I had my regular 4 inlays that are the same color, and then I had to put this with it to make 5. That's why it's a different color, because it didn't really go with that set. But there are a lot of coaster sets out there that are sets of 5, so. But I just don't sell them like that. I mean, I can, if you want. I will definitely make you 5, 6, 7, or 8. Like I said, how many ever you want. And we're just going to snip off the edges there. That's just where it overflowed outside the inlay, which is no big deal. And then let's get our last one out. See what it looks like. We got 2 bubbles in this one. Right there and there. But no big deal. We're going to fill them in with some UV resin. These turned out so pretty. Now let's get the holder out and see what it looks like. This has overage on it too. We'll have to get off. It looks like it might just peel off, but we'll get it off of there. Let's go ahead and get it out. See what it looks like. You ready? That turned out gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Wow, that is stunning. So beautiful. Look at that. Oh, this is going to be one beautiful set. I've got to get the overage off first before we can put it in there. We can fit several of them in there. This one doesn't have any on it, and this one doesn't. That's a beautiful set. What do you think, my friends? We need to top coat the top, give it a top coat. And then that's that. This will be finished. And I'll probably put a few little feet on here. I don't know. I have to think about it. That is gorgeous. We didn't get any bubbles in this one because we put it in the pressure pot. So pretty. Look at that reflection glitter in it. Just dancing around. So beautiful. I'm just going to take these snippers right here and snip off the excess. Just like this. So I cleaned these up, put them all in the little holder here, and we do not have room to dome them. If I put a top coat over these, this top coaster would not fit in here, because it's going to add a little bit of resin to each of the coasters. So it's going to make them a little bit thicker, and then they won't fit in here. So this set's just for my daughter. And they don't look bad. They still look beautiful. I mean, there's a few little bubbles on the top, but she doesn't care about that. But the next set I make, I'm going to do them a little bit different. Because we need to pour maybe half of what we poured in the clear pour. When we poured that last pour and it was clear resin to top the coasters off, and then we laid the inlay over it, we need to do half of that. That way we won't have a lot of that edging to pull off, to clip off, snip off, or at least I hope we won't. If it goes right, then we won't. And then we'll have all that room, extra room to top coat the coasters. So I want to do another set of these in a different color, and then we'll do them all the way through, top coat and all, to finish them off. Would you like to see that? I would love to make a few sets of these, but we're going to go ahead and fill those bubbles up right quick, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. go ahead and get our little lamp out, our UV resin lamp. This is a Let's Resin one. It's my favorite UV lamp because of the way it comes out. And it doesn't just catch this area right here when it cures. It goes a little bit out too. So we're going to, let's see, this one doesn't have any bubbles in it. So that one's good. This one does though. So we're going to fix that by taking some of my Bond Crafter UV resin. I'm going to put some in this little dish right here. We don't need a lot, just a little. And then I want to grab this acrylic toothpick. And the reason I like these for this job is because that point is very fine. And that's what I want to fill that hole in. Because I'm going to do it a little bit at a time until I get it filled. And if you put too much and you overfill the hole, then you're going to have to wipe it all. You're going to have to wipe it out and start all over because it's going to, the UV resin is going to get on the outside area too, and you don't want that. But it's not going to matter a whole lot in this case because of the crystals on the back. Okay, so I'm just filling these holes in. All right, I think we got them. Nope, we got one more right there. Actually, we got two more. We got one right here. And then one here. And you'll know when you have them filled because they'll be flat and flush. And if you overfilled them, then it's going to be a lump there. So what I like to do is if I overfilled them, I just take the tip and I keep dipping it in there until I have it flat. Okay, those look good. So I'm going to go ahead and cure those up. Well, I think we got one more over here. Let me see. Right there. Yep, got that one. There's a little one right there. Okay, that looks good. Now we're going to cure that up, and then I'm going to finish the rest of them just like that. Okay, I have filled in all of the holes, the bubbles, so you can't see any bubbles now. Beautiful, beautiful coasters. So beautiful. My daughter is going to have an absolute fit over these. Her living room is in the black, white, and the gold. And she wanted a coaster set, me to make her a coaster set, but she told me just to make it however I want because she just knew whatever I was going to do was going to be beautiful. I thought that was so sweet. So I think she's really going to love these. And I don't know if y'all can see the reflection glitter on top of there, but man, there's certain ways you can turn to look at it, and it's so gorgeous. So gorgeous, but the camera's just not going to catch it. Now we have a few other things to demold. This is that turtle that we put the little, let me find them. Here they are. The little pink pearls, little flying saucers. So let's see how that turned out. Oh my word, look at that. That is gorgeous. Now this is a crystal turtle. I made this turtle. Absolute cutest little refrigerator magnet. But I keep over pouring on him a little bit, so his little chin looks funny. I'm going to snip it off a little bit. There we go. Much better. I'm going to throw a little magnet on the back. Beautiful. So beautiful. Then we have this shaker. And one of my subscribers sent me these beautiful stickers. Right here. So I used some of them. They have a really pretty holographic gold outline on each of them. Isn't that beautiful? So I placed some in the TV and in here, and let's see how they turned out. Of course, we still have to feel these because they're shakers. Oh, that turned out cute. Look at that. I used some of Laura's diamonds. Sparkle diamonds. This is the rose from Laura's Art Corner. And look how they sparkle and dance around. And that's inside the resin. Isn't that amazing? Look at the holographic outline on the little girl. The princess. I put a crown on her. She didn't have that crown on her head. I found a crown sticker in that sticker pack. Let me see if I can find it and show you what I'm talking about. Right here. See that crown? I took that and put it on her head. Looks like it was meant to be there, doesn't it? Super cute. Now, here's the TV. Let's see how it turned out. I put some of the stickers in it too. I wanted it to look like an actual show on a TV. So let's see how I did. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. Oh, isn't that neat? So cute. And these are sparkle diamonds from Laura's Art Corner. They're the blue ones. We just need to fill in the TV knobs. And fill our shaker in. Cover it and dome it. And that'll be a really cute refrigerator magnet. What do you think? Should we do a keychain or refrigerator magnet for it? Let me know. Well, I hope you liked my coaster video today for Coasting Through the Week Coaster Wednesday. Don't forget to go check my description box and you'll find a playlist in there. And if you'll click that play button, it'll open up everyone else's video and you can see how they are coasting through the week in a coaster mold. I absolutely love these. They turned out beautiful. Let me know what you think in the comment section below and what color would you do next. And it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.